Hello everyone. I just thought I would do a quick little review on my I Am Corona Old Boy. This is my first, I would say, more premium lighters. I do have a Zycar pipe lighter that I've been using for a while now, but I wanted to do a review on the actual Corona Old Boy that I just got. For the most part, I absolutely love it. But anyway, with an I Am Corona, you get it in this nice little package deal here, and then you lift it up. The lighter is typically in this little thing, this little pouch when you get it, and it's also wrapped in cellophane. And of course, you got your manual and your guarantee card. And that's basically all that's in the box besides the actual lighter itself. Alrighty. That's out of the way. Okay, as far as the lighter itself, I love it. I think it's perfect. One thing I love is the actual design itself. I think I wasn't planning on getting an I Am Corona Old Boy just yet, but as soon as I saw this, I had to have it just because I love the design. But I do have a few problems here. But for anybody that doesn't know all about the Corona Old Boy, it is a pipe specific lighter. Obviously, you can use it for anything you want, but it's made specifically for pipe lighters or pipes. And I'll say some pros. Pros for the most part, I love the build quality to a certain extent. And we'll get to that in the negatives as well. One thing I like is that the fuel nozzle is actually covered up by a screw, and it's also got a tamper that you can actually remove completely, and you can use that as a scraper as well with your pipe. Or it's got I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's got a little notch right there. So what you can do is if you see down there, there's that little tiny piece of metal sticking out there. So basically all you do is insert it, turn it to the opposite direction, and then it actually can, it locks in. Or you can turn it back over and put it back in. So for the most part, what I kind of really like about this, I mean, don't get me wrong, this lighter also has a tamper and even a scraper as well. But it doesn't look as good as the I Am Corona Old Boy. But so the nice thing is usually with pipe lighters is all you need technically is your tobacco, your pipe, and your lighter, because your lighter has all the tools that you need to actually smoke a pipe. Build quality again is exceptional, except for I do have questions. The top here, all of it does seem like it's actual metal to a certain extent. What I didn't like is you made this lighter look so beautiful, made everything all silver, but then back here, you made this little thing just straight black. I'm like, couldn't you have just gone that little extra effort and made it the same color as everything else? Also, this little black thing, I'm not sure if you can be able to see it, but it is slightly up right here. So it's everything for the most part is smooth all over this lighter. It's very smooth, except for that. So it feels like it gets caught, It's not a big deal, but again, when you're spending this much money on a lighter, I expect everything to be premium as much as possible. Also, uh, and this is where we're getting into the I think everything's metal, but I don't believe it's 100%. This arm right here is a vastly different color. It's like a dark metal. So I'm not sure if it's actually metal or if it's like one of those plastic with the metal looking paint on it. Also, but it seems to be like straight up connected to this just fine. And even this definitely I know feels like metal, and I want to say it's metal, but then when you flip it up underneath it, it just doesn't look like metal. It looks like it's plastic. And that's kind of bothersome when you are spending over $150 for a lighter. So that's kind of aggravating. And here's my other complaint. Again, all my complaints are very small. According to online, I've somebody even said that they've had theirs for 25 years, so and it's still working great. So I have full confidence that this is going to be fine. But again, it's annoying when you spend this much money on a lighter. And then here's another thing. I expect everything to be solid, but I got movement here, and I don't like that. I know it's simple complaints, but when you spend this much money on a lighter, it's not cool to me. But I love this lighter, and it's not like I'm going to take it back or anything. And for if anybody needs to know about like lighters and what makes it a pipe lighter, is basically it actually comes out at a 90-degree angle, so that way when you're smoking your pipe, uh, you can just do it like that, and it comes at a better angle compared to like a Bic or something where you literally have to turn it upside down in order to try to get it in there. Uh, and this is a flint-based lighter, so basically it's got the flint thing right there, just like a Zippo. So it hits the flint, ignites the gas, and to get access to the flint is this little dial back here, and you can remove it. But overall, absolutely love this lighter, and I'd recommend anybody to get it. Though again, it's one of them things where you got to take care of it. Use the best butane that you can afford. Somebody had to get theirs repaired. They used apparently Zippo butane. I use this is the best I could get at my pipe shop, but it's a Zycar butane. And since they're actually, I think, a more higher quality of a company compared to Zippo, I'm going to assume that that is at least a better option. Since, for the most part, I feel like when I think of Zippo, as much as I think they make good products, I still think they're along the lines of like a Bic when it comes to like quality, because you can just go to a gas station and get them. You can't go to a gas station and get like a Zycar or an I Am Crew, oh boy. But yeah. I also have some other things that actually just came in the mail, so I figured I would just open it up here for you. I am a truck driver, and I consider myself technically a non-smoker, even though I smoke a pipe. So when I got the job, I said I was a non-smoker. So I am with a partner that doesn't smoke either. And with driving a truck all the time, it's just not possible to sit down and have an actual full pipe, because you don't know how long you're going to be waiting when it comes to the truck. When you're at the docks, and your break, you only get a half an hour. And because I'm a partner, and we do shifts, so the truck is never stopping. So it's not like I'm with a solo driver. If I was a solo driver, I could smoke whenever I want, but then also I needed you would actually have sleep time and rest time, and and you can stop the truck and go outside and smoke. With my current situation, that is not possible. But I will. But here's the box. I'm just going to open it up behind the camera here. But I got another package from J.M. Boswell that I ordered, and I forgot they do actually do a good job at packaging their stuff. But I figured this option was a really cool idea. Well, we'll see how it works. But on their Monday night pipes online, they had an option that I think is going to work out really well for me when it comes to truck driving. So, all right, let's back this up a little bit, and hopefully it's not too small. But all right, yeah. So when you get a Boswell pipe, it's going to come in a package that looks like this. And actually, that one, and that one, those are all my Boswells so far that I have. And every Boswell comes with basically a starter kit. There's the actual bit. There's going to be the pipe inside, so you get your pipe cleaners and your nail and tamper, and then you get to choose. I actually haven't tried Northwoods, and people say this is a really good English blend from Boswell, so I'm actually going to try that out. And then you get matches as well. My friend is actually curious about getting into trying a pipe, so basically, since I've gotten so many Boswell like starter kits and stuff, he's going to get at least these, and then I'm going to hook him up with a couple of tobacco blends so he can try it. All right, so this is the stem of the pipe. All right, and we'll see how small this is. So the idea for me is I would like a smaller pipe so I can actually have a quick little smoke in times when I want to be on the road, but I can't actually. Now I'm starting to see why people say it's difficult doing some stuff where you're look behind a camera. And I didn't know they made these, and I saw somebody show one that they had custom ordered through Boswell, but then I wasn't expecting them to actually say, okay, well now we're going to bring another one out pretty soon. So yeah, so this is I think they call the pipe friend or pipe pal puffer or something like that. So the idea is it's a little tiny, almost pocket pipe that you can actually have like a little 10 minute smoke, instead of like, something like this where it's like a full hour long. Yeah. So yeah. So, and this is also a freehand looking Boswell, and of course he has this name and year that he had done the thing. So yeah, so that's my little gonna be my little trucking pipe, so I can like throw it in my pocket, and then if I'm on break, I can because my thing is right now is I'm really getting into piping, but the problem is I need to build up my palate, and when I'm only able to come home and smoke, and when I'm basically home for just basically 24 hours. I mean, sometimes that's basically a little exaggeration. Although last week I wasn't even home for 24 hours before I was back out on the truck. But for the most part, I get like a day and a half, and this is the only time I get to kind of smoke my pipes when I can. So I figured this would be perfect. So we're going to give that a try, and hopefully this is something that will work for me. So yeah, there's my Boswell freehand pipe puffer pal thing. I forget what it's called. Does it tell you? Is this my thing? Oh no, that's my other thing. Oh well. Yeah. So yeah. And if somebody wants me to do a review on this later, I can do that for you. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching if you do watch. Bye.